Yes, indeed. It's all about Revs and Runway, this segment here, and I'm going to be introducing you. This is going to be a very odd interview because it's kind of like strange, but let me introduce you to the couple we have here with us. It's motorsport enthusiasts and also fashion enthusiast couple, the Agbelese. You heard me right. Let's have the camera on them. It's, of course, Captain Shina Agbelese and Mrs. Winfrey Agbelese. This is very odd. You're on the other side now. How does it feel?
My brother, it feels very very strange. I'm wondering, how should I sit? Am I sitting right?
No, you're okay. You know the drill.
Okay.
Stop pretending.
As a guest, no, I don't.
Shina, good to have you here, man. I've always wanted to have a talk with you. I didn't think that the first time would be on set and would be live on air to a million other people.
Pleasure to be here.
Good to have you here, and good to see that you're wearing your Goodfellas jacket. Just so you know, Goodfellas is a motorcycle club here in Lagos, I think Nigeria, let's put it so, with members spanning all walks of life. And here is Captain Shina, of course. You're welcome. Good to have you here. I want to talk about Revs and Runway, but I can't talk about that without talking about your hobby and, of course, your raison d'etre, which is your reason for living, fashion. Don't worry, it's not an insult. You've been into motorsports for a very long time.
Yes,
How long has it been?
Thinking back, I would say I can almost say all my life, because everything started from, I mean, being very young. My dad had a whole lot of cars, and I would say my interest in like cars, machines generally started from that. Watching him, you know, how he would take care of his cars, how he always tried to, like, you could see him going that extra mile. Nothing broke. Everything was always like top spick-span condition.
Did that influence your decision for a profession? You want to tell us what you do now?
I'm a pilot.
Exactly. So did that influence your profession in any way?
I won't say it did, right? I would say I was just lucky to be able to identify my strengths and the things I was really passionate about.
Okay.
Initially, I thought I wanted to be, my dad is a geophysicist.
Okay.
You know, those guys who go and pinpoint where the oil is.
Rocks and stuff.
All that stuff, yeah. So once upon a time, I thought that's what I wanted to do, you know, because we were really close, like even behavior-wise and all that. So, but then with time, when I started to discover myself, I realized that, nah.
I want to fly planes.
Yeah.
That's what he said. And Winfrey, Mrs. Agbelese, you have always been into the world of fashion. In fact, you have your own thing. Is the what's it called again?
Pageant girls.
Exactly, pageant girls. And of course, now you're doing Revs and Runway, which is a combination of both their passions.
Yeah.
I mean, motorsports and fashion. Now, where did this all start from exactly for the two of you?
For the two of us.
Yes, for the two of you. Revs and Runway. Let's put it together.
So I'll say he's the Revs to my runway. That's how I like to put
poetic.
it, right?
Nice.
So basically, it started in 2016, right? The Revs and Runway as a thing, the show, the event itself, and all of that. So basically, I think we just randomly met, and this was actually what the conversation started with. Oh, I have this show coming up and all of that. Oh, you model. Oh, you're into fashion. Okay, how about you come? I was actually in Abuja then. How about you come to Lagos and help sort out a few things? I'm like, oh, okay, why not? And I think I just finished serving there, so I'm like, yeah, why not? And then I flew into Lagos, and then that was literally the beginning of this life we live now.
Oh, fantastic. See, you took it right from there, as in fly into Lagos. And let's start talking. Before you do wedding bells, I was at your wedding, by the way.
Yeah, I remember that.
So this weekend, tomorrow to be exact, is going to be Revs and Runway.
Revs and Runway.
I was there last year. I'm going to be there tomorrow, by the way, just so you know.
You don't have a choice. Hey.
I'm not sure if I'll be riding, maybe driving this time because I'm really tired of riding this season. However, what are we expecting tomorrow different from what it was last year? Winfrey, that's for you.
Oh, that's for me. Okay, great. So, I mean, last year we had a whole lot of things. The truth is that we want to let the cat out of the bag, but just be sure that you come ready with an open mind to experience, I mean, the best of motorsports. So now, I mean, last year we had the drift, we had the drag racing. This time we're having different things like, okay, I'll leave him to talk about the motorsports part.
Okay.
So I'll talk about the fashion part. So, of course, we have amazing designers, right? Some from last year, new, like brand new ones from this year. Of course, FPG is going to be showcasing as well. We have musical performances. We have an after party like never. So last year we just did. This year we're planning for it. So you guys should definitely come prepared. So, baby, we talk about the motorsport
Yes,
part.
baby, talk about the motorsports. Yeah, so for you, fusing motorsports and fashion, how easy was that?
All right, so from the beginning, right, we understood that people in Nigeria are not used to seeing motorsports in the sense of like cars do stuff like that. I'll tell you for a fact that the first place in Lagos that any form of actual honing, like tire shredding, donuts, and the basic form of drifting
Stuff we like.
happened. Stuff we like was at Revs and Runway in 2016.
Very, very.
Prior to that, all car shows were just come and look, just
It
for
was
display.
mostly all about speed and
Yeah, and all that stuff. And then even when they had the car shows, it's just, oh, there are cars here, you come and look, and you go.
exhibitions.
So we had the first edition 2016, 2017. The first one was to test the concept. It was at Syrian Club. I don't know if you know this 41 Ribado that has the Syrian Mosque. So we just did a confined space to see how people accepted the concept. And we're happy with what we got the first year. We knew where we were going. So the second year, we booked our TBS.
Yeah.
We looked at that space and we knew what we could do with that space. We knew that we could
It's a big space. You could do almost anything. in
almost
there.
anything in there.
Car.
And when it comes to drifting, having that kind of space, you can literally take you take a full line, you hold it, transition into another line.
Do you think that Nigeria, and you've been around the world, do you think that Nigeria is finally coming around to the concept of motorsports as a tourist
I won't even
attraction?
not yet. We're not there yet for sure.
What do we need
Because,
to do? What more?
Take for example, last weekend there was supposed to be the BMW Auto
Oh,
Fest.
yeah, that was sad.
And that was cancelled because some businesses felt that they are disturbing their
affected negatively.
business negatively. But then go to Monte Carlo, go to Max, the Isle of Man TT. Where do you think these things happen? Public roads. Monte Carlo, Formula One, Las Vegas. The track is integrated with public roads. All the businesses benefit from that. We're getting to a point whereby it's actually now beginning to move beyond the borders of Nigeria. If you look at the Fanfare Auto Fest that happened like last week, and they had guys coming from outside Nigeria.
Yeah.
So with Revs and Runway, we're also at that point whereby we're shifting to the next phase of things. I mean, we're not even about trying to get guys in from outside Nigeria. We have some partners like we work with, for example, that we're discussing of focusing on growing what we have. Then eventually want those guys to come out from outside and join what we have on ground. That's the only way to grow the entire space.
That's beautiful. I will say that you guys have put in so much work so far. And yes, thank you for putting motorsports in front of people's observatory presence so they can actually take part and perhaps maybe make businesses around it. Congratulations. Thank you very much.
Thank
I appreciate
you.
that. Winfrey, real quick, we're out of time. You know the drill. But what should they know about tomorrow real quick?
Okay, so tomorrow happening at TBS. Shall I put it all that out there?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so happening at TBS by 2 p.m., right? You definitely should be there. You can get tickets online. Follow us at Revs and Runway on Instagram at Revs and Runway. To get your tickets, www.revsandrunway.com or at afritickets.com. What more? There's going to be so much more. And of course, you can definitely get into the cars and...
we can do that.
Yeah, you can definitely do that. You definitely...
Dibs.
we have vendor
Shotgun.
stands as well. We have a lot of people exhibiting. We have fashion designers coming on. We have Ready to Wear
eat
by
as well.
MM. Plenty to eat, of course. Titi's here. Titi's
Candles.
going to have a event. You know, Titi, whatever it is, money making, Titi's there. Yeah, exactly. She's going to be making candles and foods. And guess what? One of our hosts literally lives in this studio. Mike Masikano.
Oh, so it's all about Wake Up Nigeria.
It's all about TV, radio, fashion, motorsports. It's going to be a great and
Fantastic.
amazing day.
Listen,
Definitely can't
Winfrey,
wait.
once again, congratulations. We can't
Thank
wait to
you.
see how it happens tomorrow. I will be there. I can't wait to put this in. Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you so much.
All right, so I think you should go inside the kitchen now.
To do what?
To walk.
I'm here as a guest. Please.